Myself and DFW Cars, who is another small car YouTuber, have decided to come together and collaborate on a video in which we're going to tell you guys briefly about a few new cars that we're excited about. So you can check out his part to this video. It'll be linked at the top of the description. But yeah, let's get started. So the first car I decided to put on my list is the Tesla Model 3. And Tesla is a fairly new company. I'm sure all of you have heard of them, and whether or not you like them, that's your opinion. But I personally love what they're doing, and I know it's not really a thing for car enthusiasts to say that they like electric cars, but I absolutely love Teslas. With all the success that they've had with the Model S and X, Tesla's now ready to make a more affordable sedan. So the Model 3 is supposed to start around $35,000. That's what Elon Musk said. But I mean, by the time you option these things out and get the bigger battery pack or whichever size battery pack you want, most of these cars are probably going to cost around 50 grand. Tesla announced this car just over a year ago, and thousands of people had pre-ordered them before they even knew what the car looked like. I mean, people are that excited about this car. So they've had thousands of pre-orders. Assembly is supposed to start in the next couple of months, and when they'll hit the streets, that should be a few months after that. I'm excited to see how this car will compete with similarly priced sedans like a 3 Series or an A4 or a C-Class. So the second car I have on my list is the Jaguar XE SVR. And this car will have a supercharged 5-liter V8, so it's sure to give its German competitors a run for their money in the performance department. I'm certainly excited to see how this will be able to match up with similarly priced performance cars on the rest of the European market. It's supposed to have about 460 or 480 horsepower. That's what Jaguar is claiming right now. They're also saying that it's going to be made of aluminum and potentially some carbon fiber body panels as well, so that's certainly exciting. So the price tag for this is right around $65,000, and they should be available to purchase by the end of the year. So the third car on my list is the new Ford Ranger. And after stopping production a few years ago, Ford is bringing back their small truck, the Ranger. We can expect it to return to the US market within the next couple of years. I mean, they haven't finalized anything yet. It's a bit farther back in the development stages than these other cars I mentioned are. And everyone is saying that it's either going to have a 4-cylinder EcoBoost or a V6, and potentially a V6 EcoBoost as well. People associated with Ford are saying that this will start below $25,000, so it's going to be competing with the smaller other trucks such as the Chevy Colorado, the GMC Canyon, Toyota Tacoma, etc. So the fourth car on my list is the BMW X7. And BMW is finally making a big SUV, although a lot of people consider the X5 to already be a pretty large-sized SUV, but they're a bit late to the game in doing that, obviously. I mean, all these other companies already have their big flagship SUV, but expect the X7 to have a bit more off-road capabilities. It'll probably have that same engine that the X5 does, probably a V8 or a twin-turbo V8, possibly even a 6-cylinder. Not really sure yet. They're expected to be available in early 2018 with a price of around $75,000, so definitely right in there with a lot of those other big luxury SUVs. So the last car on my list is one that hasn't really gotten as much attention as it should have, in my mind, and that might be because we don't really know too much about it yet, but it is the new 991.2 GT3 RS from Porsche. Although we don't know too much about this car yet, like I said, we can certainly expect it to be even better than the current GT3 RS. So I'm extremely excited to see the kind of lap times that this car is going to be able to put down and the kind of numbers that it'll put down. So from what I've heard, it'll either have the 4-liter flat 6 that the current GT3 RS has, or it'll have a slightly bigger 4.2 flat 6, which will obviously boost power a bit. And a lot of people are speculating that the power output is probably going to be somewhere in the low to mid 500 range. People are saying it's going to be offered with both a PDK and a manual, and in my mind, I don't think you can go wrong with either of those. Their PDK transmission is just so good. And I mean, a manual gearbox and something like that is going to be so much fun. So the PDK will obviously be a bit quicker, but I still think for the enthusiasts, offering a manual is a great choice. From a lot of the spy shots that I'm putting up throughout the video here, it doesn't look all that much different from the current GT3 RS. I mean, you've got a different looking exhaust, a few different looking body panels, maybe some more aggressive aero features. So I hope you guys found this video intriguing and insightful. I sure had a lot of fun making it. Make sure to check out DFW's channel and his part of the video. Once again, a link to that will be at the top of the description. If you have more suggestions as to other cars that you're looking forward to, make sure to comment down below. And chances are they might actually be in his video, so make sure to watch that before you comment. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.